We have to acknowledge that what is the public likely to do with any guidance that we give them. And if we just tell people that they've got to stay cocooned, that they've got to stay in their homes, that they've got to continue to wear their mask even though they're fully vaccinated, they're not going to do that. They're going to disregard the public health recommendations. So we have to get real. We have to say, you know what does it mean if I've not seen my grandchildren for the last year and I'm now vaccinated, my spouse is vaccinated, can I see those kids or not? They're not likely to have vaccine through next fall or next winter. We have to be practical. And I worry a little bit that we will basically stay with this idea that we've had all along, do this or else. And so I hope that the CDC guidance acknowledges that people are not going to do the extreme of staying masked through 2022. That's just not going to happen. So what can we provide them reasonable information that gives them the best case for protecting themselves? Like, you know what, you wouldn't catch me tonight in a crowded restaurant somewhere, even with my vaccination. I think that's what we have to concentrate on and let them do the kinds of things that are really much safer.
That's Osterholm, who was a Biden COVID advisor, right, giving the Biden administration when it was coming in during the transition advice on COVID-19. And what he's saying is we need to start to understand what reality is here, guys. If we tell everybody to mask up for another year, a lot of people just aren't going to do it. And if we're telling people they have to keep doing all the same things they were doing even after vaccination, all of this is based on risk profile, risk mitigation, balancing different things out. Right? We could say, if you wanted to save a whole lot of lives from COVID-19, you cannot leave your home for a year. Sorry. Food will have to be delivered to you by somebody else. You're not allowed to leave your home. But that's too extreme. Even though it would save lives. No question that would save lives from COVID-19. It's too extreme. People won't do it. It's not okay. It's not worth it. Now we're at a point where, let's remember, lockdowns until vaccine at the start of this was considered insane. Now we have public health officials who are telling us that masking and mitigation and maybe some lockdowns, some social distancing mandates are necessary post-vaccination for individuals. I mean, look at how much this moves over time. Here's the CDC on December 23rd. Until every person in the U.S. can get a COVID-19 vaccine, continue to wear a mask, keep at least 6 feet between yourself and others, avoid crowds, and wash your hands often. Learn more about who can get vaccinated while supplies are limited. They're still doing the wash your hands thing, by the way. Yeah, that's really gonna save us. That's gonna make a big difference. That was in December, but the point is, they've been advocating for this for a while, that until everybody is vaccinated, you got to do all the things you've been doing all along. This is madness. And if you're wondering, and I found this to be a particularly interesting study over the weekend, people were sharing this thing saying that masking works. CDC report that mask mandates lower COVID cases. So it works. That's what we're told. I actually read the study. I actually pulled from the study for you here. And this is fascinating. Here's what it says. This is the latest CDC study that they put out, CDC report on mask mandates. During March 1st to December 31st, 2020, state-issued mask mandates applied in 73% of 3,142 U.S. counties. Mask mandates were associated with a 0.5 percentage decrease in daily COVID cases 1 to 20 days after implementation, and decreases of 1%, 1.5, 1.7, and 1.8%, 20 to 40, 41 to 60, 61 to 80, and 80 to 100 days, respectively. Friends, they're telling you here that mask mandates are basically bringing down COVID cases over a period of months, 1%, but understand that 1% is within the margin of error for the study. So it could be zero. That's how effective they are. Now, I want us all to be very clear about this. Were you told at the beginning that your mask wearing might have a roughly 1% effect on the reduced trend? How long have I been saying it's about how effective this is more than whether it's effective? Because making us go through this absurdity when you add into it the changes in behavior as well that come from mask wearing, people think they're pretty protected. And then they are much closer to each other, more willing to be around each other than they probably would be otherwise, thinking that these masks are doing a great job of protecting them. I will never forget that imbecile Redfield that ran the CDC. The quote was, this was back in September, a mask is more guaranteed to protect me against COVID-19 than when I take a vaccine. That's what CDC Director Redfield said in September. And now we're seeing that mask mandates have about a 1% effectiveness in reduction of case. 1%, friends. So we all wear masks. What this is telling you is that, we're all wearing masks under a mandate. Now, I know they're going to say, oh, but Buck, it's not perfect implementation of the mask. Well, then, okay. But we're all wearing more masks. Shouldn't we see a substantial drop? Why are we wasting our time with this idiocy if it's only 1%? Oh, no, 1% is effective. If it saves one life, friends, that's what we're back to. Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.